Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 3. I watched already today the two first episodes of this Season 2. I'm gonna put the links into the I'm gonna put the link for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia that I'm binge watching with you guys, so you can have all of the reaction videos of the Season 1 and of the next season, you know, when I'm gonna really be binge watch it little by little into the chronological order, if you can be interested by that. The two first episodes of this Season 2 were cool. For me, you know, it was an introduction of this new season, what would be the main narrative arc of this new season. At least that's what I thought. I thought that this new season would be about the sports festival. Like, you know, the first season it was about entering into this school and the first class, you know, into this school, discovering this school and the first attack, all of the first time. So when they introduced that sports festival and how big it is, not only for the school, you know, for the students, but also, you know, for the world, the fact that it would be a way for Deku to present himself to the world, that All Might wants to push him to do that and all. I really thought that the entire Season 2 would be about that and that we would spend some time training before that. In fact, no, it began already during the episode 2, so for me it's gonna be the first half of the season or not even that, you know, maybe less than that. That's a little surprise for me, but why not? During the last episode we learned more about Todoroki, about the fact that he wants to win the sports festival, you know, that contest like everyone else, but it's more like he knows that he's gonna win it, like he knows that he has the power, the strength to do it, and he warned Deku about it, but not something, you know, like he wanted to brag, you know, not something like Katsuki who is saying to everyone, I'm better than you, I'm gonna win. No, right there it was face to face to Deku. I know that you're good, I know that All Might is counting on you, that something is going on right there, so that was important to say it also. But still, I know that I'm better than you. For now, right now, I'm better than you, I can win. And it was more, you know, like, he said it as a fact. I know that you're good, but I'm better than you. I'm gonna go for it. Don't think that I'm not gonna go for it because you're supposed to be better and all. Like, really, I'm gonna go for it. It was a warning, but not a sneaky one, you know, not a malicious one. I didn't take it like that at all. And he proved during that run that he was that good and he managed to pass that really so quickly. And during the time that he passed this robot, we learned also more information. What he said about his dad, calling him stupid old man, for me it's a sign of disrespect. Like you don't appreciate your dad or you disrespect him, you're not considering him. But at the same time, how he said it, it was almost like he wants his dad to respect him, to respect who he is. He wants to impress his dad, he wants to prove something to his dad. And just after that, we had a quick reminder that he didn't enter into this school through the test, you know, like he entered just like that without passing this test. So now I think that maybe Todoroki, his dad is a big superhero and we don't know it yet. And right there, he wants to prove to his dad that he's good enough, that he's really great, that he didn't enter into this school because of him, but really because he's that good. You know, maybe he wants to prove something through that, because of his dad. I don't know. He gave me that impression, that feeling. The other ones, how can they pass these robots? Like really, it's Titans in front of them, like it's Attack on Titan. It's all guys in front of Titans. How can you pass them? for me, it's by reuniting all of their powers, you know, they all have a certain ability. If they are functioning together, they can succeed more, you know, at least more of them can succeed than if they are going into the thing, you know, one by one. Maybe some of them can succeed, you know, just by themselves, just by going one by one, but all of them, you know, they can go if they are working all of them together. And we have the other classes right there also into that run. That's interesting to have these other classes being presented, but also to have some characters right there coming out, you know, like, oh, okay, that can be interesting and all. And also to learn that if one of them is good enough, you know, during that festival, maybe one of them can take the place of one of our guys. I don't want that. I'm beginning to know their names, and I'm really saying I'm beginning to know their names. I know that I'm gonna do some mistakes again, you know the difficulties that I have with names. Please be nice with me with that. But yes, I think that I want all of them to stay, even Katsuki, you know. I said it, I have good hope for his character to change, to go in the right direction, for his relationship also with Deku to evolve, to be good at some point. I have good hope for that, so no, I want to keep Katsuki, and all of them are interesting. Even the annoying guy, you know, even the fake French guy, even him, let's keep him because we need one annoying student, so let's go with him. No, I want all of them to stay, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to meet other students, you know, and to see their abilities, the differences, you know, between all of these classes. It's interesting at least to know about it. So it's cool to learn more about it through this festival and this test, for example. I'm a little worried about that festival and the fact that Deku is gonna present himself and he's gonna present his power during that festival, because again, the villains during the last attack, they saw a particular student who had a particular power, who seemed to be a little like All Might. They don't know his name, but right there they can learn his name, and I'm a little worried about it. We saw that some students are beginning to wonder about Deku's power, how it's functioning, and to make connection with All Might's power. So yes, I'm beginning to be worried about people discovering the truth. And I'm not even talking about that letter that All Might made to his former teacher, in which, with his real name, he explained everything. Okay, he didn't say Deku's name, but he explained everything about his power, about transferring his power to a particular student, when it happened, how it happened. Like, for me, it's so risky to write something like that, even to someone that you trust that much. It's too risky. We'll see if I'm right or wrong about that. Okay, let's go for this episode 3. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier, 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance. We've extended our full reaction part. I put the full reaction part for the big episodes. Like, I'm wondering about the 2 first episodes of this season, if I'm not gonna put the full reaction part for them. I will see that during the editing. And no matter what, if I don't put the full reaction part, I put the extended reaction part, which is interesting for you guys because I'm not forced to cut each 5 seconds. I'm really letting the scene. I'm not forced to play with opacity, stuff like that. And it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. That's why I'm giving you all of these big advantages on it, to encourage you to join me on my Patreon, because it's the best way to support me, and it can be really helpful because I'm not really considered by YouTube. So if you want to support me, to encourage me to continue my channel and all, it's on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode. I hope that I'm gonna have the time for episode number 4. I will see that. So the rookie already did it. You're good, for sure you're good. Someone? You're too good for that, Kirishima. I said it, I love him. I love his values. I love you, Kirishima. And his power is cool. I'm sorry, I'm really hungry. Yes, from Tetsu. Oh. Tetsu. Hello. I'm gonna name you Tetsu, just one. It's cool for Kirishima. I'm glad. Katsuki. Zero. Okay, it's the first time that we have his name. Fumikage. We already had your name. Fumikage Zero. Ida, my baby! You did it! You also? Yes, they're not impressed anymore by an attack like that. I'm feeling proud of them. Try not to. You're gonna... Ooh, clever! I think so. Who? Momo! Okay, I think that we are 4 of them. So Todoroki and her. It's easy for her. For 2. You seem cool, you. It's part of her costume. You created that? Good job. Good job, girl. I'm glad for you. He can be only proud of you. I knew it! I said it! Your dad is a hero. Hand over. I love her. The final. I was gonna say you want to kill people now? Maybe that's how and when you can use that, you know. He didn't declare war to you, he declared war to Deku. Are you jealous of that? Deku! Use the thing that you took with you. What? Ooh, to use it to push you! And you didn't even use this power! That's another proof that you can be a hero without having powers. Just by training hard and being clever. did. So cool! Is it gonna be enough? Now you're gonna be forced to use your quirk. Ah! Again? Huh? To have a good opponent, you know, it's making you better. Good job! Good job! That was... Oh, I was worried about that. Now you're gonna know his name. They remembered what he did during the attack, now they're gonna know his name. He's proud of you. Oh, Deku! Teach that to Katuki, please. Ah, the business class? Are you? Are you? Katsuki is gonna be so bad! I think that Todoroki is gonna be like, okay, maybe in fact I was not that good. No, you thought about it? No, you thought about it! None of them thought about taking that thing, keeping it, to use it. Oh. Eh? Oh, Ida and Kirishima, I thought that they would be... Cavalry? Like with us? Oh, cool. With teams? $100? Oh! They're all gonna go after you. No reasons to be scared, not at all. No. No trailer, no spoiler, no hidden scene. It's okay. Really, each time. I'm not keeping it each time during each editing of each episode, but just know that I'm doing it each time, just in case. Deku, you were great, you were so great. But I'm so mad at him in a way, like I'm so proud of this kid. Almost like his mother, you know, watching him being like that. Oh, that's so great. But I'm mad at him because he's repeating each time that he was just lucky, that it was almost unfair, you know, for the others to not win, that he's not that great. Like each time, he always has a reason to say that, no, in fact, he didn't win, like, you know, it was because of someone else, something else. It was just luck, it was not, you know, supposed to happen like that. it's making me mad. Like right there, he thought that he didn't deserve to win, that he won only because he took that thing, you know, so it's not like the other ones who used their quirks and all. Like, oh, it's making me mad. None of them thought about taking that thing with them just in case it would be useful, you know. None of them thought about it, anticipated that something like that would happen, that maybe it could be useful, that it was a good material thing to keep with them. None of them thought about it. At the end, none of them thought about doing something else than running. You know, like sheep, they just run and they just try to avoid the mines. Like, for example, Momo, she can create stuff. She could have created, you know, something like that, and she could have thought about using it like that. Like, no, none of them took that thing. None of them thought about a plan against these mines, you know. They were just making the same stuff. You, Deku, you thought about taking the thing, you thought about using it once, you know, even if it would mean to be left behind during a certain period of time and to be afraid that maybe it wouldn't work and all. You didn't care about that, you did it no matter what. Like, it was really a big risk. You did it, it succeeded, you know, it worked, and you almost didn't succeed fully, but during the action it was happening really fast and all, and still you thought about another manner, you know, to keep the lead on these two, and also clearly he won, and it was totally fair, and even more fair because he didn't use his power, his quirk at any moment. Without any quirk and power, he won, he succeeded just by being clever, by anticipating stuff, by using the material that he had around him, by being clever, by taking risk. He won. So I'm mad at him that he can't see that, and that it's just like, no. It's making me mad. Oh, and I'm also worried. I knew it since the moment, you know, in the first episode that they said that we would have a sport festival and that it was that popular and all, so that people would watch them. I knew that it would be a big risk for Deku to be discovered by the villains, because final episode of the season 1, we know that the villains, they don't know his name, but they remember a certain student who tried to help All Might, who had a power close to All Might's power, that it was impressive, and one of the guys, you know, one of the voices, you know, like, was interested by that information, and now just right there, the Ants demon, no, we're not into Demon Slayer, yeah. The Ants villain, he saw him and now he's gonna have his name. That's bad. It was just the first test. You're gonna have plenty of them to pass. You're gonna be forced to use your quirk, so for sure it's gonna be the confirmation for the villains of who you are, the power close to All Might's power and all. Everyone is gonna see that now. And the ones who have some doubts, you know, about, oh, it's like All Might, for them it's gonna be almost like a confirmation. Todoroki, I knew it. I knew it about his father. The fact that he talked about his father like that, I knew that he doesn't appreciate his father, he doesn't respect him maybe also, but still he wants to impress him, he wants for his father to be proud of him, that something is going on right there. They made a reminder about the fact that he entered into this school without passing the exam, so I thought, okay, maybe it's because of his father, who can be a big hero and stuff like that. And yes, it's Andover. Is that, I knew it. And Momo is the second one who entered without passing the exam. I'm not sure of it, you know, but for me, now, four of these students, you know, didn't pass the exam. I don't know why I have the number 4, you know, into my mind, but I don't remember it for sure, so just to say that's what I remember for now. For Momo, I'm wondering how it happened, you know, if it's because she was related also to someone really high placed or not. But see, that thing about entering without passing the exam, you know what I said about registering people with their quirks, categorizing them? Because your dad is a superhero, you have an advantage. If his dad was someone bad, would he have a disadvantage, you know? Would it be considered less important by the government, by the school, by stuff like that, and be pushed to be a villain? Like, would he have reasons to become a villain, to go against the society and all? I'm really beginning to really don't appreciate what is going on with categorizing people, registering people. The more I think about it, like, we don't have a lot about it in these 3 episodes of the 2nd season. We don't have really things about it. But me, like, in my mind, still, I continue to work on that theory, to think about it. And each time that I think about it a little more, each time I'm like, I really don't appreciate that. I really don't appreciate that. Like, fundamentally, how it's functioning, it's making me... I'm not feeling comfortable with the idea. Kirishima, I don't think that at some point I'm gonna like him like I love Ida. But at the same time I can see that, like Ida, when Kirishima is on screen, I'm like, you know, I have a big smile, like I'm feeling proud, and for both of them it's mostly because I love their values. You know, Ida, the first time I think that I said I love you to this character, it's because of the fact that he was humble enough to recognize that Deku was better than him, and that himself he committed a mistake, you know, that something like that, and I thought that it was so great. And Kirishima, I appreciated so much what he did during the attack, you know, like the fact that he was so loyal and he cared about Deku, and what he said also to Katsuki, like, I love his values as a friend. I think that he's really a good friend. It's cool. I really appreciate that. Zero. The guy with Zero. Okay? It's the first time that we had him presented, but I think that it was Zero. Todoroki, Katsuki, Ochako, Ida, Momo, Kirishima, Tsu. The crow. The crow, we had his name during this episode. I want to put a F, an A, que G. Furikage? No. Fumikage? Furikage? The crow. It's something like that. Okay, stop. That was a cool episode. The end of this run. Deku winning. The other ones following. For sure, Katsuki is mad, is angry because he didn't win. Todoroki, we didn't see really his attitude at the end, but he was not mad and all. I think that someone like him, for what I understood of his attitude, how he's functioning and all, it's gonna be something like, okay, you were that good right there, I should have been better. You know, it's not gonna be like, it's unfair, I don't like that, I don't like you, I hate you, and yeah. No, I think that his attitude, his way of functioning, yes, it's more like, I could have been better, next time I'm gonna be better. Now it's gonna be the cavalry battle as a group. They're all gonna go after Deku. Okay, I have the time to watch one more episode today, that's gonna be cool, the episode 4. For you, it's gonna be in another video. Remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, on Patreon, they already have the 4 next episodes. If you can be interested by that, no matter what, it's all for this video, so it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.